everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another MUT 19 video. We're going to talk about Most Feared, the promo that most likely is coming out this Friday. It's all speculation now, nothing confirmed, but looking at the calendar, looking at the previous years of Most Feared, basically this is around the time that it comes out. So what I'm going to do is I've compiled a list of one player from every NFL team that could possibly get a Most Feared card. Now, these are just my guesses, my personal opinions, and a lot of teams I'm going to have more than one guess, and it's not also exactly expected for every team to get a Most Feared card, but we're just going to have some fun with it. You guys let me know yours down below in the comment section, so let's jump right on into it. We just got random gameplay for you guys to enjoy, to watch while we go over this. So, Arizona Cardinals, I'm going to go with Hassan Reddick. Now, if they do the same format, you'll hear me reference this a lot. They had like a scary fast, or scary fast, scary tall, and scary strong. And I think they had scary good. No, I think it was just the three. But Hassan Reddick, you know, he only has a gold card. He might be one of those scary speed guys. That's going to be my guess. Maybe Chandler Jones. And then also just remember, a lot of this content is kind of dictated on what cards might come out for tomorrow's Team of the Week, and it's possible that they've already announced Team of the Week at this point, but I'm recording it before they have, so that could also kind of alter my guesses. The Falcons, I'm going to say Deion Jones. He's injured, I think, for the most of the season or the rest of the season, so likely not going to get any performance-based cards. So Deion Jones for the Falcons. Maybe Kelvin Ridley could get a card. Baltimore Ravens, I got Zadarius Smith. Now that all depends on if he gets a Team of the Week card tomorrow. He had a really, really good Week 6. Some other guys that it could be, maybe CJ Mosley, maybe Terrell Suggs. He usually gets Most Feared cards, but I think he just recently got a Team of the Week, so probably not. Maybe Jimmy Smith. Buffalo Bills, hard people to choose from. I'm going to go with LaShawn McCoy. He could probably get a upgrade, and there's a lot of Most Feared LaShawn McCoy jokes that you could make as well. Carolina Panthers, Devin Funchess maybe. He's 6'4", maybe he gets a scary tall card. Maybe Julius Peppers, maybe Eric Reed. Chicago Bears, no-brainer. It's got to be Khalil Mack. I mean, he's deserved about 18 Team of the Week cards so far, and he hasn't got one yet. It's likely because, you know, he didn't get a MUT Heroes card, so he's likely going to get a Most Feared. That's my guess. Cincinnati Bengals, I originally had Montez Burfict on there, but he just got a new card today, which I didn't plan for as I made this list, so maybe John Ross, scary fast guy again. Cleveland Browns, I'm going to jump out on a limb and say I guarantee that Denzel Ward gets a Most Feared card. Don't know if that's going to be true or not, but Denzel Ward deserves another good card. Cowboys, this is really a tough one. Maybe Dak, but maybe he gets a Team of the Week that I'm not sure of yet. Maybe Zeke, but I don't think so because he just got an Ultimate Kickoff card. DeMarcus Lawrence just got a limited card, so the only other one I was kind of thinking of was Travis Frederick, maybe, because he's probably out for the season. Not going to get any performance-based cards, so maybe Travis Frederick from the Cowboys. Denver Broncos, Demaryius Thomas or Chris Harris. I'll say Demaryius Thomas because he kind of has a history with getting a Most Feared card last year as well. Detroit Lions, LeGarrette Blount's my guess there. You kind of just think of scary, you know, Most Feared cards. You think of like trucking with LeGarrette Blount, and I think he fits well. Green Bay Packers, Jimmy Graham, 6'7" tight end, hasn't had the greatest year, and you have to keep in mind that Most Feared doesn't always really, it's not always because of players playing good for that particular season. It could just be their attribute. So I'm going to go Jimmy Graham, 6'7". Maybe he gets a scary tall card. Houston Texans, we're going to go with Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson sells packs. He hasn't gotten an upgrade yet this year, so I think maybe we'll see him. Or it could be Honey Badger. Not sure. Indianapolis Colts, I got Eric Ebron. Kind of every time, I don't pay attention to the Colts that much, but I feel like without even looking at stats, I see Ebron on TV a lot. I feel like he's having a pretty good season. Maybe him, maybe Jabal Sheard. I'd like Sheard because he's, got good stats already with his Team Diamond. He's a power-up, but I'm going to go with Eric Ebron. Jalen Ramsey for the Jaguars. I have no opinion on this other than I could just see Ramsey being like a boss set because they know he's going to sell packs and sell cards. Kansas City Chiefs, that's a tough one. How can you not pick Tyreek Hill? I know he's had a lot of upgrades already, but with a promo like this, Most Feared, Tyreek Hill just seems to fit for me. Couldn't really think of any other Chiefs other than him or maybe Travis Kelce. Miami Dolphins, I'll go with Rashad Jones. He got a most feared card last year, so maybe he gets another scary strong this one. Honorable mentions, Kenny Stills, Kiko Alonso. For the Vikings, I got Anthony Barr. I know he's not having a great season this year, but I feel very confident that Anthony Barr will get a most feared card this year. Patriots, I'm going to go with Josh Gordon. I think a lot of people would like to see an upgraded Josh Gordon card. So let's go with Josh Gordon for the New England Patriots. New Orleans Saints, Michael Thomas. He's having a great season so far. One of the more underrated wide receivers that we have in this league. And I don't know what they'll give him a card for, but I just feel like he deserves an upgrade. With the Giants, I'm going to go with Evan Ingram. Scary fast. We all know he's a tall, fast tight end. So I think Ingram for the Giants. New York Jets was a tough one. I would say Jamal Adams, strictly for the fact that, his core elite actually has some pretty good stats, and he's a power-up card, so maybe we'll see a Jamal Adams. For the Raiders, you gotta go with Khalil Mack, right? My bad, I forgot John Gruden traded him away for a bag of peanuts. So with the Raiders, maybe Bruce Irvin, maybe Jordy Nelson. I'll say Bruce Irvin. Eagles, I would love to see Elshon Jeffrey get the card if he gets a card. Maybe he's getting a Team of the Week for his Week 6 performance. If not, I'd say Nigel Bradham or Jordan Hicks, two guys who have power-up cards. Bradham's a really good tackler, and he's pretty physical, pretty strong, so maybe a scary strong card for Nigel Bradham. For the Steelers, I'm going to say Juju. I think Juju would be a good card. We know he laid out perfect. He can block. He has that, that stigma of being a good run blocker, so scary strong Juju card maybe. Chargers, I'm going to go with Bosa. He's been out a lot with injuries, but he's a power-up card, and he's a pretty good card. I could see Bosa getting a most feared card. 49ers, we got to show the fullback some love, so let's go with Kyle Juszczyk there. He's also a power-up. It's also a really good card to invest in if you're thinking about trying to make some coins off of power-ups. Juszczyk's a good one. For the Seahawks, he got one last year. I'm going to go with it again. Russell Wilson would get one for the Seahawks. You can also maybe take a look at both of the Griffin brothers for the Seahawks. St. Louis Rams, I feel like this kind of feels like Khalil Mack's situation. Aaron Donald, like he's having a good season as well. Most feared, are we going to get a Mack and an Aaron Donald? I think so. For the Buccaneers, I had a tough one looking at their roster. I guess JPP could be one, especially in most feared hand. Tennessee Titans, Derrick Henry. Probably, he's got that. He's a trucker. He can run people over. He had a really good most feared card last year, really good budget card. Maybe Marcus Mariota, but I'll go with Derrick Henry. And then last but not least, Washington Redskins, Adrian Peterson. Why not? He's back in the league. He doesn't have a card this year. Maybe could even be a boss card. If not him, maybe Jordan Reed or Josh Norman. And then I just jotted down some legends to round it off. Troy Polamalu, could he make a return? Maybe, maybe not. Ray Lewis seems to always get most feared cards, but he's got a captain card, so I don't know if they would do that. Kelvin Johnson, I think Kelvin Johnson's going to be a boss card. As long as they got him in the game, I could see Kelvin Johnson returning to MUT 19 and getting a most feared card. Jerome Bettis, maybe. Patrick Willis, if they can get him back. And then you also got to think about guys, I hate to say it, but Dez Bryant, he's gotten most feared cards a lot. He doesn't have a card really than a base free agent elite if they have the rights to him still, which I'm pretty sure they do. Maybe Dez Bryant or even Cam Chancellor get cards. But those are my guesses. Leave them down below in the comment section who you think's going to go ahead and get a card. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.